Go to join me on the bima, and we are going to place the Torah in her arms, and we will have a public affirmation of her entrance into our tribe, something that she was born with long ago. Of course I cry, because it's what I do. Something that she was born with into long ago in her soul, and has now come to in her heart and in her mind, and she has completed her Beit Din and her mikvah immersion, and we welcomed her as a Jew formally a few weeks ago. And so tonight she's here to publicly take the Torah in her arms and affirm her connection and membership in our tribe. And we are so grateful. And I'm also going to invite up Evan Patoka to come and join us to help us. Oh, he went out. It was good timing, Evan. I know you can hear me in the hallway and in the bathroom because I think the mics go back in there. So don't stress. You'll be able to lead it tomorrow. So I'll ask everyone to rise as we're going to take the Torah from the ark and place it in Wendy's arms. We all, as long as you don't drop it, we're okay. Stay here. Stay here. And I'm going to close it up. Okay, you can be seated. And so I'm going to invite everyone to read this poetic interpretation of our prayer, Ahavat Olam, on page 33 in English together, before Wendy will lead us in the Shema. And so actually, just get to page 33. I'm going to do a few prayers first. So we say, Bruchim Haba'a B'Shem, Brucha Haba'a B'Shem Adonai. Blessed are you, Wendy, who have come here today in the name of God. And we bless you in the name of God. At this sacred and joyous moment, we renew the covenant at Sinai between God and the people of Israel, recalling the words of the prophet Isaiah, strangers shall join them and shall cleave to the house of Israel. God, we thank you for your many blessings. We thank you for the truth you have revealed to all of humanity. And above all, we thank you for the gift of Torah, which has ever been a light for our path. We recall with reverence and gratitude all those descendants of Abraham and Sarah who have been faithful to you, and those who of their own choice have sought to serve you through the faith and people of Israel. And so, God, we ask that you grant your loving favor to Wendy Ponomarenko in this holy place as we welcome her into Jewish life. Knowing well the history of our martyrdom in years past, Wendy has chosen to join herself to our people's faith. We open our hearts to her, strengthen her in her resolve. Help Wendy to live in fidelity to the decision she has made and to the promise she is about to utter. May she always find satisfaction and joy in the fulfillment of your sacred mitzvot. And we ask that you will grant her many, many years of strength and happiness as a worthy member of our congregation and our Jewish community. We praise you, O God, in whose presence is the fullness of joy. And so, Wendy, I'll ask you to read this affirmation.
Of my own free will, I choose to enter the eternal covenant between God and the people of Israel and to become a Jew. I accept Judaism to the exclusion of all other religious faiths and practices. Under all circumstances, I will be loyal to the Jewish people and to Judaism. I promise to establish a Jewish home and to participate actively in the life of the synagogue and the Jewish community. I commit myself to the pursuit of Torah and Jewish knowledge. If I should be blessed with children, I have 4. I promise to raise them as Jews.
She already is.
I am a Jew because my faith demands of me no abdication of the mind. I am a Jew because my faith requires of me all the devotion of my heart. I am a Jew because in every place where suffering weeps, I weep. I am a Jew because at every time when despair cries out, I hope. I'm a Jew because the word of the people Israel is the oldest and the newest. I'm a Jew because the promise of Israel is the universal promise. I'm a Jew because for Israel, the world is not complete completing it. I am a Jew because for Israel humanity is not created, we are creating it. I'm a Jew because Israel places humanity and its unity above the nations and above Israel itself. I am a Jew because above humanity, image of the divine unity, Israel places the unity, which is divine. Ruth said, "Entreat me not to leave you, or to return from following after you. For wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God my God. Where you die, I will die, and there will I be buried."
And so, Wendy, you've chosen the Hebrew name of? Because I don't have it written down.
You don't have it written down? Okay. Leora Rivka.
Yes, that is correct. Good job.
I was just hoping I would say it right.
You have it.
Okay.
So you've chosen the name of Leora Rivka. You stand before this congregation, this Jewish community, and before the commanding presence of this Torah that we have placed in your arms. The Torah that we have placed, at least I'm consistent. The Torah that we have placed in your arms, which is not light. I give you the heavy one on this day to remind you of the burden of carrying Torah and to remind you the burden of passing it on to your children. But also I've chosen this Torah because this is our Show Us scroll. It is a Torah that was rescued from the Holocaust. And so, following the greatest of Jewish traditions, the rabbis, in their first conversations about conversion, ask, what do we do when some Meshuggah person wants to come and join the Jewish people? That's my editorial spin. And then they say, and the reason I insert the word Meshuggah in there is because they say, well, we need to make sure that they know about our history of persecution. Mind you, this was 2,000 years ago. So they hadn't even gotten to the part 2 of the book yet. So they say we need to make sure they know about our history of persecution. And if they still want to join us after hearing our history, then right away, teach them the Shema, tell them the laws for Shabbat, and bring them into the people. Right away. They didn't make you go to an intro to Judaism class for, 8 years. Or any of that. And so we've placed into your arms a symbol of everything that you embrace, not just because it is the Torah, but also because it is a Torah that itself suffered as we suffered. But like the people of Israel, it has been redeemed, and here it sits among the Jews. And so you are the inheritor now of this sacred tradition. We ask that you will take the Torah and its teachings and our history and our people into your hearts as you now lead us in the recitation of the Shema, the words of the lips of the Jew, the words that are on the lips of every Jew until the moment of their death. It is the affirmation that has sustained the Jewish people in life since our beginning.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
I didn't know you were going to sing it. That was beautiful. Can you hold it for 1 minute? Okay, good. All right, she's strong. She has 4 kids. We're going to continue with our V'ahavta on page 36. Is Evan back yet? Now he's hearing me and staying away. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'otecha v'hayu advarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom the Torah to the ark. I know I speak on behalf of everyone, Wendy, when I say what a blessing it is to have you as an official member of our people, because you give so much, you serve so much, and you have already been a blessing all of these years without everything being formal and official, and now it is, and I can't wait to pull you onto even more committees. And so
Yay!
yeah, good workout. You can all be seated. We continue with our Micha Mocha prayer on page 40.